Tiny, 1 case down, 1 to go, 10-day sentence. Good news and bad news about Tiny's legal battles, folks. Bad news is that the case for the felony charge, the more serious charge, is yet to come. The good news is that for the probation violation case, though the prosecution pushed for 6 months, Tiny has been sentenced to 10 days. We'll watch a little bit of Tiny's public live stream about this and then go over a little bit of what the media reported. October 24th, 10:49 a.m., Tiny put out this public live stream. We're going to see parts of it.
So for those of you that do not know, I got 2 cases going on in Portland, Oregon, and one of them just got settled today, which is the probation violation. We haven't got to the heavy one, the felony charges, but the case that was settled today was the probation violation, and today it went really well. I'd rather do 10 days than the 6 months that the prosecutor pushed for me to do, but it didn't go the way he wanted, so they let me come home today to prep myself and then turn myself in tomorrow, which is, I'm okay with it and I'm thankful. So much thanks to everybody, and to everybody that has been supporting from behind the scene. Know that you guys' support and you guys' prayer is well appreciated. Like I always say from the beginning, there's no movie to be shown on screen without the people behind the scene that has been working hard and everything. So much thanks to those that had been supporting, that weren't able to be there, but was supporting from behind the scene due to prayers and encouragement and messages, that you guys have sent. I respect you guys. I love you guys. May the good Lord above bless you guys abundantly. May he open up the floodgates of heaven and pour down his blessings on you guys and your families for supporting this big coconut. Since the beginning of this first case. So tomorrow, I'm gonna turn myself in. But anyways, I'm thankful. All glory be to God. I give him praise, and I'm thankful. But anyways, much love, much aloha, from the big coconut to you all. Fa'afetai and tofaswefua. Thank you.
Alrighty folks, what you're looking at here is a section of our webpage. This one is news about the Proud Boys. I put the news at the top. We're going to skip over the newest because it's redundant for what came out on the 24th. There was that live stream we just looked at right there. And then you have the Portland Mercury reports. Quote, according to county prosecutors, Tusitala Tiny Tosi, 23, had failed to complete the 40 hours of community service that resulted from his December 2017 harassment arrest. Per his plea agreement, Tosi was expected to finish the community service by August 2018, unquote. The Oregonian/Oregon Live put out this article at 11:12 a.m. You can see here it says, quote, prosecutor Nathan Vasquez had asked the court to revoke Tosi's probation and sentence him to 6 months behind bars, claiming the defendant failed to complete a required 40 hours of community service. Tosi's lawyer, Sean Lowe, said his client had volunteered at a church and a nonprofit but failed to obtain the paperwork showing he had done so. Quote, I could see no proof that your client has done his community service, unquote, said Von ter Stege, that's the judge. I'm probably not saying that name correctly, who later decided that Tosi would serve 10 days in jail. I like how the Oregonian says that Tiny declined to talk with them. Gee, I wonder why. Authorities earlier this month arrested him at the Portland International Airport on a pair of outstanding warrant charges, one of them tied to a separate felony assault charge he faces in Multnomah County. Tosi and Donovan Flippo, another Proud Boy, were accused of beating up a man during a June 2018 confrontation in Northeast Portland. Tosi left to his hometown in American Samoa after a grand jury indicted the pair in February, he and Flippo. He was returning to the United States mainland when he was arrested on October 4th at the airport. Flippo pleaded guilty to 4th-degree assault earlier this year. And you can see, folks, there's links here to other articles about this that came out a little bit later. As far as I can see, everything else is pretty much redundant from there on out. You could see that Rose City Antifa were tweeting about this. And in this particular tweet, they tweeted, over 2 years, Tiny has assaulted people regularly during Patriot Prayer and Proud Boy rallies in Portland and separately beaten 2 people on the street, a man in Portland and a black youth in Vancouver, for talking back after he shouted pro-Trump slogans from his car. That's the felony charge that he's up for. The police are aware of his violent history. They have briefly detained him and issued warrants for his arrest on several occasions, but this probation violation will be the first time a court has enforced jail time for any of his actions. Are you anarcho-communists saying that the capitalist, imperialist Western states should be prosecuting this brown man, the white supremacist, imperialist, capitalist Western state there should be you know, it just doesn't seem consistent with your professed views. Seems a little bit hypocritical. Let's take a little inventory, a libel inventory for the media reporting on this. In reporting on this story, the Portland Mercury called the Proud Boys a, quote, far-right extremist group, unquote, and Patriot Prayer, quote, right-wing rabble-rousers, unquote. I like that one. Whereas the Oregonian/Oregon Live characterized these two groups as quote-unquote right-wing, which is fair enough, and Tiny as a quote right-wing activist, unquote. Also, I guess that's fair enough. The Columbian Basin Herald, and the Register Guard also called Tiny a right-wing activist, but did not mention the Proud Boys or Patriot Prayer, which is a bit unusual. It's very unusual to have Tiny mention without mentioning both of those groups. So there you go, a little inventory of libel or lack thereof. Okay, now I want to remind you again, folks, scroll up to the top of this page, for which there is a link in the description below, and you can go to the main page, and I'll show you that right here. News by subject by date. If you click on that, you have various categories arranged alphabetically, and you can click on that and get the latest. And if you want to help out, folks, that would be great. You could donate to us through Subscribestar right here. There's a link below to the Subscribestar, although I'll give you not the whole link because YouTube won't let us. You'll have to copy and paste it right after the www. Also see the link to our BitChute channel because YouTube won't let us get away with this for too much longer, so subscribe to us there. Click the little bell icon. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Liberty, strength, honor, honesty, integrity, justice, truth, love, and laughter.
Freedom! Okay, we're gonna do the word dance. Let's go.